Zali this morning said that the NEP has created this unity among the people because we've created during your administration a class of Malay corporate captains, but it has not profited the poor, which was the real focus of NEPs. And now when we look at the civil service, it's very disunited. You look at the armed forces, the police, and there's a racial divide. Can you comment on whether the NEP has been executed properly or not?
The NEP was executed as according to the plan as much as possible, but the result, of course, is not as expected. But when people focus on these billionaires, they forget that under the NEP, something like 500,000 Malays who otherwise would not get a higher education were given higher education. Why is it that they don't look at that? Also, the PNB, for example, enabled 9 million Bumiputera to own shares in companies. That is not mentioned. What is mentioned is only the few Malays who became millionaires. They became millionaires because they had the capacity to become millionaires. But other races also became millionaires during my time. You can count the number of non-Malays who became millionaires and even billionaires during my time. My good friend Vincent Tan is now retired. He became a billionaire during my time. Even Robert Koch became multi-billionaire during my time. When we were implementing the NEP, well, for example, the monopoly of sugar and flour and all that gave the kickstart for him to grow and become a millionaire. And so many other non-Malays became millionaires during my time. Why don't you credit me with that? Why is it you're focusing on these few Malays who became millionaires? Of course, we want them to become rich because the NEP is about making sure that at all levels there are the different races are represented. We have an Indian billionaire, Ananda Krishna, Narumugam and all that. They are there. Nobody mentions about that. This happens during my time. I can name a huge number of people who became billionaires during my time. It's because of the NEP. If the NEP was something that is against them, they wouldn't become millionaires. They wouldn't be given any chance at all. Why are you focusing on this? Why is Tunku Razali focusing on this? He knows very well that the PNB, for example, was implemented when he was Minister of Finance. And PNB enabled 9 million Bumiputeras to own shares in companies which otherwise they would not own. And there are lots of other things. If you want me to list out, I will be happy to list out all the achievements of the NEP.